really through a lot of my international work that I started to see that the systems that we are using are simply not sustainable. And this is where there's sort of a flipping a switch, in my view, from sustainability to adaptation, where we've talked for a long time about sustainability, but the reality is that the way that we're living and the systems that we have aren't sustainable. And so if we're going to actually have a future that is taking care of the people who are most vulnerable and the most at risk, it has got to adapt. We have to see something transformational happen. I think getting the business community to participate more wholly in the adaptation and resilience activities is a scaling mechanism, because the business community, now you take a corporation and they have multiple facilities across multiple sites. They think about this in a global manner. They think about the network. They think about the supply chain. They have a intuition that has more of a kind of a global view than what you would, than most people. Most people think about their single place where they are right now. It's where their house is, it's where they work, and that's that. But if you can actually get some of the corporate mentality of thinking about their supply chain and their whole considering solutions, then I think you start to have a real opportunity for scale and for action, because it's inherent in the way that they have to build solutions to other corporate resilience challenges.
Is that, when we think about the resilience gap, that is the gap between what we need to do to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions and the gap between what we need to do to adapt. I think many corporations feel as though still that the adaptation arrow working towards reducing this gap is no man's land. It's not what you should be doing. You should be trumpeting mitigation. When you begin to adapt, you begin to give in. You're saying, oh, climate change has arrived and we now are going to have to deal with it in a more direct way. So the first thing I try to do with any corporate collaborator is to help them see that adaptation has collateral benefits for them right now. So it's not that they're giving in, that, we failed at mitigation, so now we have to adapt, but rather that mitigation needs to go harder, faster, and towards those incredible targets of greenhouse gas reductions that most leading corporations have. And at the same time, corporate leaders need to work on any sort of resilience or adaptation that will increase their market share, help improve the livelihoods and lives of their employees, and really bring the set of actors that deal in the resilience space to their doorstep. So it should be seen as an opportunity. We think about Unilever as being this extraordinary star when it comes to sustainability. Well, who's going to be the star of resilience in the corporate realm? That is an open seat for someone to claim and be crowned.